Before we begin today's broadcast, we would like to take a moment to thank our supporters on patreon.com/howdyfolks, whose support helps make live streams like this possible. If you want to become a patron supporter, head over to patreon.com/howdyfolks today. And now, without further ado, let's begin the show.
It says that the encryption is overloaded, which is an unusual problem to have. And it looks like the live stream is running very, choppy. But maybe everything is okay. Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome to another Kingdom Hearts 3 live stream. It looks like everything's running fine now. I think it's just when it started to record locally, because of course I don't record the beginning of the live stream, the 5-minute countdown, just once the 8-second, that's when it starts recording, and I think for some reason that process was just started hammering it in the head with a hammer. Almost like the head was a nail. I don't know where I'm going with any of this. Howdy, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Reese. Welcome back to another live stream. Hello, Hazard Creeper, and hello, Mike095. How are y'all doing? Bit of an odd time of the day to start a live stream. It's nearly noon. In the past, when I've tried to do Saturday morning streams, they generally happen earlier in the morning, but I decided before streaming Kingdom Hearts to go back and 100% all of the previous worlds before continuing today, which is what we're going to be doing. We're going to go to the Monsters world, which ought to be a blast. We could also go to Arendelle. We might be a little bit out of level to go to Arendelle. Requires level 26. This requires level 24. I think we're level 25, so we're right in there. We could go to either, and the game's not too terribly difficult on the hardest difficulty next to critical, so we should be fine. Is it just us? Hazard Creeper, Mike095, it might be just y'all, which is a bit unusual, but again, might be due to the fact that it's the time of the day. Did I send out a notification on Discord? I did. I definitely did. Okay, just making sure. Well, let's go ahead and hop into it then. Let's just go ahead and play the game. So, like I say, I have been... Can I take off from here? Unfortunately not, but I can embark from here. So let's begin our voyage. I completely forgot that I had previously 100%ed, or gotten to the top level with these nice little flying doodads. I've done that. And the gummy ship missions. We're 100% gummy ship now, which is kind of useless, but kind of cool. I've got an absolute absurd ship that is not practical, but it got me to level 100 in the gummy ship missions, so what can you say? We're in a whole new world now, though, so this should be fun. I've been doing homework for the past 2 hours, says Mike. Well, Mike, I hope that you're close to finishing it then, because that sounds like a nightmare. What the heck is happening right now? There we go. Oh, you know what? This controls differently than the most recent game I've been playing. I've been playing a lot of Starlink Battle for Atlas, and the control system on there is entirely different in that you forward and backwards, right? Like you apply speed or you take it away, and then you steer over here. That's not working in this game for obvious reasons because that's not what this game is. But oh well, we're gonna get through this. Mostly, I might have to come back through here and collect some of the collectibles. So I'm not going to focus too heavily on that right now. Right now, let's just try to get to our mark as quickly as possible and hope we don't have to do a boss fight in space to get to the Monsters world. It's been a few months since I, played through the game for the YouTube channel. I can't really remember if that's a necessity. It looks like we're there, though, and nothing is going to attempt to interrupt us. We might just be able to make our landing. World Ho! Looks like everything's going very poorly. We are going into some sort of a boss fight. Alright, we knew this was going to happen. Oh, yeah, I don't remember this at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure that I played it. Because there's no way I got to the Monsters World without doing this. It seems unlikely they would have added this later on. Look, it can't be too hard. Look, we've already knocked out quite a bit of its health. I know from previous streams, you guys can't actually see the health all that well. I apologize, but I'm not changing the setup. So that you can see the health in this one particular game. There we go, we defeated it. How about that? I didn't die, Hazard Creeper. I didn't die. I'm a little bit nervous going back into this game, in the gummy ship stuff. Because like I say, I haven't gummy shipped at all in the last couple of months. But I did play quite a bit between the last stream on Tuesday and today. So on the ground, at least, I should be moderately competent. I should be able to do just fine. I don't have a PC, so I just play on my iPad. Are you folks talking about I have it on mobile because when it came out, I, of course, immediately bought it because it was Minecraft on my phone, and that was amazing. But the touchscreen controls I could never quite get into. Does Minecraft support adding a third-party controller to your iPad? Because I know you can do that. You can sync up a controller with your iPad, certain controllers. If you can control it like that, that would be really cool. What happened last stream, Hazard Creeper? Since the last stream, we wrapped up the Corona, the Corona world, so the Tangled world. Me and Jenna started that a couple of weeks ago, and we didn't quite have enough time to finish it, but I finished it in my own time. And I'm going to go silent because I find all this very amusing, this whole cutscene here.
Huh? Oh. Whoa!
They just now noticed that they're all different.
Donald! Goofy! Why do you guys look like monsters?
Pew, pew, pew!
Well, you both scared me. Whoa!
Seriously? Is this how we blend in here?
It's a weird world, my friend. It's a very weird world.
Could you guys take a few steps back? You're giving me the heebie-jeebies.
You can't just step back!
Yeah, come on. I think our new look could turn out to be lots of fun.
Is Goofy's skin just like skin? Is it just flesh? Is that just green flesh?
Wonder what kind of weirdos live.
Is he in the nude is what I'm asking. I mean, I know he's usually mostly nude, but I've always accepted that because he's covered in hair.
It says
Same for Donald, he's covered in feathers. But right now it looks like Goofy is just bare skin nude and green, and I don't like it.
Sound very caring.
if they look like
Race will
us,
turn into an orange-haired cat in this world, says Hazard Creeper.
I think
First off, why orange-haired? That doesn't make any sense, as I am in no way ginger. Why a cat, though? Do I have cat-like tendencies? I don't think that I spend a whole lot of time on bookcases. Just kind of chilling, no more than necessary. And I certainly don't sleep at the end of my bed all that often. Most of the time I'm under the covers. I don't think I'm very cat-like at all. How about, like, a ginger? I'll take the ginger. I'll deal with that. But what about, like, a ginger dragon? I think I'm pretty dragon-like. You know what? I guess I could be a cat. I could be a lion. Looking at me right now, I've got sort of the mane going on. Aren't all lions ginger, though? Like, that's not really unique. Last time I checked, they all have a bit of an orange coloring to them. And if they don't, they're considered very rare and very valuable if you're into poaching, which is, of course, not legal and not recommended. But, hey, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. Again, not making any recommendations, just throwing out there. That's not my job to tell you what to do with your life. And just throwing out there that, you know, if you found like a jet black lion, I'd like to have that as, you know, a rug. You shouldn't kill it. That would, of course, be wrong, because it's probably very rare and on the verge of going extinct. But I'm just saying it would look cool on, like, the floor of my living room. You're a lion cat thingy. All right, that's fair. So I'm a ginger lion cat thingy.
Are you trying to scare that little girl?
Yeah, she clearly looks terrified.
No. We're done with scare power. Nobody's getting scared.
Mike.
Reese, I've given up on homework. Mike095, I don't want to tell you how to live your life. Homework's important, though. You should stick with it. It's good for your edumacation, which is good for getting a solid career, making the big bucks, you know, investing in your future and all that, making the world a better place. If you mean you've given up on it for today, and you just want to watch the stream without distractions, I understand that, and that's perfectly acceptable. So I can get behind that. Why does Sully look photoshopped, says Hazard Creeper? I don't see it. He looks like he's there to me. Are you saying that doesn't look like he's in the environment, like he's just sort of dropped in after the fact?
That googly bear eye.
Take a lot of effort to frame-by-frame Photoshop him in there. I think it's easier to just do a model, plug it into the world.
I'm Goofy.
You certainly are.
Sully, and this is...
Oh, we know. Mike Wazowski, right?
I don't like the way he crouches. It makes me feel uncomfortable for some reason. Why doesn't he have pants? I get the fact that, you know, oh yeah, the unversed are here. Oh my gosh, Venti Latte is here. Well, Venti Dark Roast is here. I completely forgot about that. There, so much of this game, I've already played through it once. So I know the story. But where all the beats fall is, it's like experiencing it all again as we go through it together. Hey, Rondo, welcome to the stream. Michael95 says it's 3 a.m. Yeah, that's the perfect time to, rest on your homework. It's enough homework. And just, watch this. Dora looks like a lemur. Are you talking about Dora from the new Dora the Explorer trailer? Which looks like a really interesting movie. It was not what I expected when they announced they were doing a Dora the Explorer movie, I'll tell you that. It actually looks kind of entertaining. It's sort of like they made a movie for the people who were fans of Dora the Explorer. I think this is one of the first worlds I died in. I think right here was my first death, fighting this stupid thing. And let's not relive that. I should note that I'm using a questionable Keyblade. Ooh, why did that? What? Stop that. No. Do all of the attacks. I am using a questionable Keyblade because it has really high magic stats. It's the Ever After Keyblade. And I was just curious. I'd never used it before. When I played through the game the first time, I used like 2 Keyblades. And that was it. I used the Starlight Keyblade all the way up until I got the Pirate's Keyblade. And then I'm pretty sure that's the only one that I used. So I just thought it'd be fun to try something different. So we're probably about to die here. Yeah, okay, if it wasn't for our Koopa token, we might be on death's doorstep. That might right there, though, might have been the fact that one of us has the ability that allows us to hold on to a single... Nope, get away from him, get away from him. Get out of that menu, first off. Jeez, this is absolute chaos. That maintained one... what is happening? I must be hitting some button that's freaking that out over there. We retain 1 HP when we're in an attack. Ah, I can't talk! Reese, what's your opinion on the new Sonic movie? Well, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't have an opinion. But when I do, right now, my opinion is Sonic has human teeth and absurdly long legs, and why didn't they just make him look like the cartoon? Why is it taking place in the real world? Why don't you just make it in Sonic's world? Doesn't that make more sense? No one wants a movie where the game comes to our world. We learned that with Mario Brothers 100 years ago when that movie came out. Just after the revolution. That was longer than 100 years ago. My timeline might be a bit mixed up here. Should have just been a Sonic movie in the Sonic world. Probably an animated feature. Probably would have been a better idea. But I can't... I can say that it looks like garbage, smells like garbage, but until I taste it, I can't say whether or not it is definitively garbage. So we're just going to put it on hold right there. Ice Lord 8, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Sword's original concept design for this world was just disturbing. Imagine that he... is with no hair and no fur. Oh, so you're talking about like Goofy over here. We were talking about that earlier, how Goofy is just oddly naked and it makes me uncomfortable. He's a dog, he's supposed to be naked, but he's supposed to at least have fur. And I don't like the fact that he doesn't. I mean, Mike Wazowski also has no hair, but Mike Wazowski is a ball. It's more understandable. I can accept the fact that Mike Wazowski has no hair or fur or feathers, but Goofy... and he's got a horn on the tip of his nose. It's just, his eyes are different colors and different sizes. I don't know. Maybe he's like one of Cersei's kids. They had that sort of thing going on. Just a ball. He's just a tennis ball. He's a tennis ball with legs. Even tennis balls are furry, though, aren't they? Have you ever held a tennis ball in your hand? They got that fluff on the outside layer? I don't know what purpose that serves. Maybe it's just the material they're made out of. I don't know if anyone ever looked at a tennis ball and thought it needed fluff. Maybe it just has fluff as a byproduct of its creation. I don't know what purpose it would serve. It seems to me like that would slow the tennis ball down. It would create additional drag on it. I don't know. I don't play tennis. I did watch my sister play tennis. I was forced to. I had to go to all of her practices, and she was pretty good. And it always looked really easy, but anytime me and my friends would get a hold of a racket and try it, it was just a disaster. It was an absolute nightmare. Sora looks like a lemur? Oh. So Sora and Dora look very similar, you're saying. Are you suggesting that there might be a crossover in the Dora the Explorer movie where Sora shows up? Because that would be cool. I mean, it's 2 different studios, but Disney pretty much owns everything at this point. So they could just buy Nickelodeon and then make it so. You just drop Sora in there. I'm surprised Disney hasn't just bought Square Enix and made Square Enix the official Disney game producers at this point. They do such a great job with their IPs here. Might as well just buy them and have them make all the games, right? I mean, I don't want that. I'm kind of tired of Disney buying everything because it means Eventually, we're going to live in a world where Disney owns all entertainment property, me too, me included, and everything we get's going to be kind of a Disney vibe. They've done pretty good with the Marvel movies about giving creators a bit more control in the third phase and letting them create things that are a bit more unique, because in the second phase, it was all very cookie-cutter and boring, and you could tell they were going out of their way to make safe movies. But phase 3, you had things like Thor the Third Thor, which is super funny and very entertaining, and I really enjoyed that. So, but, with Star Wars, they're not doing a very great job. I'd imagine that when we start getting X-Men movies now under the Disney banner, they're not going to be too great, although they were never great under Fox either. A lot of people think the first 2 movies are good, like X-Men and X2. I've seen them. They're okay. I don't understand why they are praised the way that they are praised. I don't think they're bad. I just don't think they're particularly great either. But then again, I watched them long after they came out. For the first time. So maybe they were incredible, and I just came to them too late. I'm not sure. I'm sure someone watching the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies for the first time might have the same reaction. Like, why did people like these? These aren't good. I certainly enjoyed them, though. I love this song, though.
Monsters Incorporated used to rely on screen power from human kids.
You play badminton? That's sort of like tennis.
Collect their laughter instead. It turns out laughter is 10 times more powerful.
Kitty!
Rondo sent an image on the Discord. Okay. Let me take a look at this.
Our ship's powered by laughter, too. Guess we've got that in common.
So is the laughter machine!
Come on, I am not.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sleeping tonight after that, thanks. That's very kind of you. Reese, do you play this on PC or PS4? I don't think this is available on PC. It'd be really cool if it was. But to my knowledge, it's on PS4 and Xbox One. And I got it on PlayStation because I played all of them on PlayStation. So it just made sense. It's the same reason I'm probably going to end up getting the next Borderlands on PlayStation, because I have Borderlands 2 VR. And I was like, well, if I'm going to play that one on the PSVR,
To play another time, boo.
I guess I'll play them all on the PlayStation. They'll look better on the PC, probably run better, but I don't know. I'm real weird about that. I don't like to switch systems. I never said I liked it. Don't blame me. No, I didn't assume that you did. I did. I do blame you, though, for sending it to me. Also, what the heck is happening? I'm having some trouble, like, actually making contact with enemies, but that might be because I'm not paying attention. Get unlocked from that guy. Some of these guys crawl into the floor, and then you can't hit them. So that's not on me. This has one of my favorite moments in the entire game, though, when Venti Dark Roast gets here. It's a little ways off, though. In fact, it's quite a ways off. We're going to be playing this for a while. I hope you folks are ready for the long haul, because this is going to take a couple of hours to clear through, especially with my proclivity to just start, talking and saying nonsense. We're going to be here for a while. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever used that ability before. I did not mean to heal. I was trying to figure out what shortcuts I had on. Never mind. You know what? Just forget it. I'm head out. See ya. Oh, Rondo. Well, thank you for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. Of course, the archive will be made available tomorrow at this time. Well, no. I have to wait until after we started streaming, so whatever time that'll be, let's just say 2 o'clock. And then 2 o'clock tomorrow is when this can go out. It's got that ridiculous, dumb 24-hour exclusivity deal. Gilliam, hey, Reese. Well, hey, as many times to you as well, Gilliam. How are you today? One last thing, don't die on the rails or else you have to restart from your last save. It's a speedrun killer. Oh, jeez, that sounds like a hassle. I kind of vaguely remember the rails. I know what to do. The first time I went through the rails, I didn't realize you could duck under to the bottom side of the rails, which made the rails much more difficult than they needed to be. As it turns out, you don't have to just run into lightning or whatever it is they're throwing at you. Let's not explore. We can come back and explore later. Let's just go through here. Go through the door to the vault. Let's do it. I think this is where we're supposed to be going. I went through Corona, after doing the stream last week, and I got all of the treasures and I got all of the emblems. And I think that's how I'm going to do it again here today, rather than trying to collect it all during the stream, or even going out of my way to collect any of it at all during the stream. I'll just come back and do it later. Because I do enjoy playing this game while just listening to a podcast and zeroed out, you know, absolutely zero focus. It's easier when you're not paying attention to it, I've found. When you're just in a completely different headspace, listening to a podcast where people talk about video games or comic book movies or something, and then you're just sort of mindlessly mashing buttons. That is sort of my happy place, is just that area. When the rest of the world just doesn't matter and I can just focus in on these two different things. It's great. Reese, I literally have no food in my house at all. All I have is PBJ. It sounds like you're set then. Do you have bread for the peanut butter and jelly? Because if you have bread, just put the peanut butter and jelly on the bread. Hazard Creeper. And then you've got the only food you'll ever need. I had PB&J so much growing up. I should probably eat them more often as an adult. Okay, so we've got that. We've got Super Slide. I don't know what that does. And then we can take cover underneath the rails if things get really bad. Oh gosh. Yeah, we don't want to die here. We definitely don't want to die here. As soon as we get the opportunity to do a bit of a heal. Oh, Shrek. Okay, so this is where we want to take cover. Perfectly safe. Oh, I can't heal, though. Oh, no, now I remember. Now I remember why this is so bad. Can you block that stuff? You can jump. Should you just take cover? Can I take cover at all times? Is that an option? Oh, good, we're going off to a platform here. Glad Halrondo wasn't around to witness that disaster. I mean, I didn't die, but... Oof, why, Micah? Why did I eat so many PB&Js growing up? I don't know. It's just a good, solid meal. It's got all your major food groups. It's got your grains, your... What is a nut? What is a peanut? It's a legume. Legumes, that's like peas and things. So, I guess that's a vegetable. It's got fruits in the forms of your jellies. Or jams. I prefer jam growing up. Jams and preserves are better than jellies. Don't at me. So you got all your major food groups right there. I think that it's a fine meal. I think it's a healthy meal even. You could probably get away with just eating that for your entire life. And I mean, you might get a few stomach aches here and there. But for the most part, I think you'd be okay. Oh, no, that's not the end of the fight. That's why I healed. I thought we were done. I didn't realize more would spawn. Not that big of a hassle. So the Keyblade we're using right now, and I might pause for a second to show you the stats, it isn't substantially worse than the one we were using. I mean, it's got, again, huge magic buffs. So if I just focus heavily on using magic, which is what I said I was going to do with this character when we started this playthrough, we'd be doing pretty hot. But unfortunately, my go-to move in any combat situation is just start swinging my sword. So I don't know how long this is gonna work for us. Trinity Guard, though? Here we go. Let's just start bopping them around. Doesn't involve magic. Doesn't benefit us from a magic perspective. Is fun, though. Why are we locked onto that target? Let's lock onto the little guys on the ground that we can actually reach. Okay, what's our big finishing move? I believe we just charge forward and hit everybody. Nice. Very nice. Blaster Blaze is fun, but I don't know if we need it right now. Because it's going to take a while, and all the enemies are really small, and I think we could probably just kill them faster if I did a lightning. Let's find out. No, I mean, it didn't kill them, but I just think a Blaster Blaze. Should we do it? Let's just do it. Why not? It's the thing that we have at our disposal. We might as well use it. This is the problem when you're doing small enemies, though, is they don't die immediately, and then they're so small they bounce around, it's hard to, like, continue hitting them. Is that everybody? It's close to. Let's get the flying ones out of the way first, because they're the most annoying to deal with. If you can keep them up in the air when you're shooting them, you deal additional damage. Nice. Is that everybody? It'd be great if it just triggered the cutscene while we were inside of that. And then for the entirety of the cutscene, we were just inside of it. I mean, that seems like the sort of bug this game would have. The game is pretty solid. I haven't really had any sort of major issues with it. But I do like a good Kingdom Hearts bug. Like the one where if you roll into a cutscene in the first game, you just roll throughout the entirety of the cutscene. That's the sort of bug that I really like in the game, because it doesn't break anything. It's just fun. It's just really fun and dumb. What is my finishing with this Keyblade? I don't even know what my finisher is. Wow! Unexpected! Didn't see that coming. That's insane. We just make an entire castle. What is this Scream Strike? Oh, I know what that is. That's the bowling one. Yeah, I triggered that one a lot by accident previously, and I do not like it at all. When I did my playthrough for the channel, it just takes a lot of time. Whereas Flare is just fantastic. Very effective, very quick. Mad Teacups. Oh, we got a Blaster Blaze back again. Why not? Let's keep this guy up in the air as long as we can. Ah, dadgummit, we failed. There's actually a bug that lets you use the Meow Wow and Simba links during a heavy lore scene. Really? Well, that's weird. I like the sound of it, though. Also, Halrondo, I thought that you left, or were you telling someone else goodbye? I'm confused. When you said goodbye, did you mean like you were staying physically, but mentally you were abandoning us to like focus on something else? If so, that's like perfectly acceptable. I get that. I've done that before myself. Just been sitting in a room with a bunch of people and put on headphones to just be like, I'm out. But you don't actually go anywhere? That's actually how I live most of my life, is in that sort of state. You know, people say be where you are when you're there. I say why be where you are when you can be literally anywhere else. And that's the rules by which I've lived my entire life. Reese, I might walk to the store and buy stuff, but it's far away. So you're going on a grand journey to buy more food when you could just eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? Oh, Halrondo is back. Oh, all right, I get you. Look, just go eat the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. It's a waste of time and money to go buy more food when you've got the best food on the planet right in your kitchen right now. I mean, if I had PB&J, I'd be eating it. Problem is, I live alone, so I can't buy bread. It just goes bad before I eat it all, or I have just a sandwich for every meal for a week. And I don't want to have a sandwich for every meal for a week, so I just don't buy bread, and I don't eat sandwiches. And therefore, I never waste any bread. I mean, bread is so cheap, too. You'd think it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But I hate buying things knowing I'm not going to eat it all and it's going to go bad. The other day, I had 2 bananas in one day because I could tell they were starting to go off. And I was like, well, I guess I'll have one with my lunch. And then that way, they all get eaten. But I wasn't happy about it because as much as I love a banana with breakfast, I really only want it with breakfast. And I don't really want to eat another one throughout the day. Maybe if it's with something else, like a banana split, for example, that's fine. Because that's not really like eating a banana. That's just like eating candy at that point. But just a straight up banana by itself. Now, banana peanut butter on bread, that's pretty good. That's a sandwich I can get behind. PB&J with banana, no. I think something about the jelly ruins the banana for me. Or maybe the banana ruins the jelly. I don't know, but peanut butter and banana, that's a heavenly combo right there. Good gosh, look out. These guys are something else. Reese, what should I buy at the store? I'm out of PB&J. You ate it. You ate the PB&J already, Hazard, and now you're going to the store to buy more food. Well, I mean, you could buy more PB&J. I think as established, that's really the only food you need in life. But if you... Am I supposed to be doing something right now? Am I supposed to do this? Probably.
Hey, what are we doing?
Let's see. If you're going to go to the store... Reese, do you not put your bread in the fridge? It lasts like 3, sometimes 4 weeks just in the fridge? I've done that before, but if I do that, I then have to toast it before I eat it or it tastes weird. Maybe that's me. Maybe no one else has that problem, but I can't eat cold bread. I think it might have something to do with the humidity of where I live. The bread just gets kind of gross and soggy when you take it out of the fridge. I don't know. All right, get some ramen noodle then, if you're going to the store, Hazard Creeper. Get some beef-flavored ramen. It's the best. Chicken flavored's also pretty good. It's basically like less flavorful beef ramen. Don't get the pork ramen. It's disgusting. If you're not interested in a ramen, I can think of other things you could get. You could also perhaps try... you could get some Twinkies. People like those. I don't know why, but people like them. Get a chocolate Twinkie. Let me know how it tastes. I've always been intrigued by the chocolate Twinkie, but never enough to buy a chocolate Twinkie. Because... I don't know. It seems like something that should be good, but it requires that you eat a Twinkie for it. Remember when the Twinkies went out of business, or Hostess went out of business, and everyone was like, no, the Twinkies are going to be gone forever. But, you know, then they came back. So I think someone bought either the Hostess as a brand or Twinkie as a product. I didn't care, because they're just not very good. I think they're an American staple, And you should probably eat at least once a year, just out of respect for Uncle Sam and America. But they're not great. I've never once looked at a Twinkie and thought, man, I'd love to eat that right now. It's not a disgusting food, don't get me wrong. It's just not, there's nothing special about it. Of all the Hostess products you could get, like the oatmeal cookie with the cream in the middle, whatever that's called, that's way better. Also, they have those puffs that's like chocolate coated. Those aren't very good either. Hostess products just aren't very tasty. They're just not. The cinnamon bun or whatever it's called is probably the best thing that you can get. Honey bun, that's what it is. That's the best one. And it's not very good itself. So what I'm trying to say is at the end of the day, get a chocolate Twinkie and let me know what you think, but then also don't waste your money on Hostess foods. Not worth it. You love toast? Get some bread, make some toast. Go for it. If that's how you want to live your life. Remember, Reese, I am going on my bike, so I need to get milk and then I need to carry it on my bike. Okay, well if you need milk, definitely get milk. I don't know what else you can get if you're on your bike. Again, chocolate Twinkies you could probably manage. Ramen noodles, like if you get a whole box full, I mean, there's like, what, 20 in a box? That might be a bit of a hassle. I don't know how you'd manage that one. If you could figure it out, though, that'd be great. You know what? I really like a Reese's Fast Break. Are you looking for meals that you can eat or just snacks from the store? Chocolate milk's pretty good. I like chocolate milk. You get like a nice premium chocolate milk. I mean, even the cheap chocolate milks are good chocolate milks, but you can get like those really expensive ones that are made with the real fatty milk, and they taste really good. So that's an option for you if you're into that. We might as well go ahead and grab this while we're here. I know what I said earlier, but forget what I said earlier. Where to next, fellas? Where are we trying to go? Do we need to hop back on the track? Do we need to go through this door here? I guess this door here. You have a max capacity. Ah, jeez. You're putting a lot of stress on me here. What's up, Mike? Shut up, Mike. No one wants to go back. Hey! Hold on. Did that come through up here or what? Because it sounded like it came through someplace. Oh, I know what's going on. I know. Well, first off, Hal Rondo, thank you. You made a comment about your eternal presence. Well, that's creepy. Hold on. I think I got to change the sound device on here because it sounded like it came from the real world instead of through the headset. So let me open up my sound settings here. I bet you I was switching some monitors around. Yeah, it changed my output device. Put it back on speakers. There we go. I redid the monitor setup in the office because I was very displeased with how it looked previously. Yeah, you should get it now. It was definitely playing through the actual monitor instead of through the speakers. Thank you, Hal. Where is your comment? I think it's only in JP. I did mean goodbye, and I was doing something else, but I did hear your failure happen. So know that I'm here, Reese, and I will always, always be judging you. Well, that's scary. I don't know how I feel about that, actually. I'm a little bit uncomfortable. What are we trying to do right now? I need to pay attention to the story, because I'm a little bit lost. Which has never bothered me before, but... Dun dun dun! It's Steve Buscemi. Okay, I'm getting my clothes for the store. We still don't know what you're getting when you get there, though, Hazard. Snacks and meal, but it's not a big... it doesn't have a lot of storage space. It needs to get snacks and a meal, so you're getting milk. I guess you could get like a packet of Nesquik to make that into chocolate milk since you're already getting milk, but Nesquik's not that good. Maybe go get some like chocolate syrup to put in there, like a nice chocolate syrup, like a Ghirardelli chocolate, if you will. And you...
matters is that it's the last turn that you losers are ever gonna take.
I mean, that's not a bad Steve Buscemi impersonation, I guess.
For trying to collect screams by force.
How about some of those Munchie crackers? By Fritos brand. Fritos Lay's makes the Munchie crackers, and you can get them in jalapeno flavor. Those are good. That's your snack. And then you eat that with the chocolate milk. Boom, you got a meal. That's my suggestion. So get the milk you're going for. Get a pack of Munchie jalapeno crackers, sandwich crackers, and get some chocolate syrup for the milk. Or for the crackers. I mean, it might be a bit gross, but it's just your ideas.
You a top laugh collector? In your dreams, Randall.
Yeah, a lot of the voices are pretty good for this world.
Are off the charts.
Who said anything about collecting laughs? I'm after negative emotions. And my new friends have...
Well, man, you've come to the right place. I've got a lot of them for you.
Negative emotions?
He's gotta know.
Yeah, Organization 13 must be helping them.
Laughter's just not sustainable. Once Junior torts his last chortle, you've got to start over. But negative energy, especially sadness, give them something that really breaks their little hearts. And they'll stay sad forever. We'll never
Again, I know the feeling.
again.
We're not gonna let you hurt anyone like that.
Huh?
Not you or your little unversed helpers.
Yeah, you tell them.
Just try and stop me. You'll see soon enough.
Negative emotions in this game, easy disappointment. Wow.
Now,
Wow, Halrondo.
is officially over.
I was perfectly content with this game, keeping in mind I wasn't waiting on it for 14 years. I was waiting on it from the end of December to the end of January. I had a full month wait for this game, so it met all expectations. I mean, it's definitely not as good as Birth by Sleep, but it's okay. Birth by Sleep, of course, being the best Kingdom Hearts game.
Weasel means business.
I do want to go back and play the first two.
Never quit.
Yeah, maybe some of the other ones. But I definitely want to go back and replay the first two. Having now completed the series. Although I don't... I never finished Recoded. It's still plugged into my DS. I just don't play it anymore. I got real distracted with Nintendo Switch games. Maybe if they ever remaster it. What?
What could Randall be up?
I don't know. Leave me alone. I don't know what Randall's up to. We should probably do a save now, though, before things go pitifully poor. Never gonna live up to the hype of people's childhood, says Halrondo. Yeah, I guess it had a whole lot of nostalgia it had to deliver on, and I don't think it could have ever done justice. I mean, maybe if they'd spent another 5 years and they made 100-hour just beast of a game, maybe. But I think that everyone sort of had a different idea of what it was going to be, and there's no way you can please everyone. So better to please me, who's just gotten into the series, than to please everyone else. Screw those people. Screw the long-time fans. Just make a game I'll enjoy. And they did, and I do enjoy it. Again, though, I need to go back and play some of the original ones. I'm weird. I really liked Skyward Sword. Most people hated that game. So definitely never take my opinion on video games as normal or representative of the majority opinion. Because I'll tell you right now that Skyward Sword HD is one of my most anticipated Zelda games. I've never played the Island 1, Link's Awakening, I think it is. They're doing a remaster, well, basically a full remake of it on the Switch, and I'm excited to play it. But if they announced that you could only play that or Skyward Sword HD, probably take Skyward Sword HD. I'm more excited about a game that's not been officially announced and was only ever mentioned by Nintendo once. And it wasn't even Nintendo. It was just the creator at a random Zelda Symphony. It was like, yeah, you guys, Skyward Sword HD, am I right? Yeah, that's all you needed to say. I'm hyped for this game that's not confirmed, maybe not even in production. Thank you. I'm excited. Ah, the lasers. I think if I remember correctly, I just ran past them. Like, I just booked it. Where am I trying to get to? This way? Yeah, here we go. But this is fine. Oh, no, I've shreked it. Or have I? I don't think I have. I think we've made it. Assuming this is where we're trying to get to up here. And then smash this bad boy. See, when you don't follow the level through the way the game wants you to follow the level through, bad things can happen. Kingdom Hearts 2 has the best post-game, says Halrondo. Yeah, I never touched any of it. I never touched any of the games post-game. You know, we played through them in such a blitz to catch up before this game came out. Which we did. We caught up. Had a nice little break. Okay, thank you, Randall. If you say so, Randall. Surprise, losers. Everyone's pretty well written in this. All the Disney characters. In this world. In this one. I mean, look, there's only a couple of levels in here I didn't really care for. I'll tell you what, Corona, my second time around, I definitely enjoyed more than the first time. Because I did not care about that one at all. First time around. Maybe Arendelle will be better second time around. Seems unlikely, though, because right now Arendelle is the one world that I can honestly say I just dislike, and I'm not looking forward to replaying. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes, I guess. Oh, it's a shame there's... Oh, no, he's right there. Good. Let's get out of that, and let's immediately heal. If I'm going to be healing with my magic, it sort of makes having a magic-focused Keyblade a bit useless. I just wanted to say that I acknowledge the truth in that, but I'm going to keep using it. I think I've got ethers equipped, but I don't actually have any in my inventory. I should probably stop at a Moogle and buy some. Or just swap them out for something better. Where are my customizations here? Ether. What do I have? Do I have high ethers? I might. Let's go to our items and check. Yeah. Well, we have nine ethers, which raises a lot of questions. Was it not set to automatically reload? Maybe not. Ether. How do you set it to auto reload? So that's set to auto reload. Is that a button we push? Equipable. How do you automatically reload these? I am confused. I am confusion. Okay, Reese. Big change of plans. Okay, Hazard. Let's hear it. Let's hear about it. You know, if Sora just spent some time sharpening the Keyblade to actually be sharp, I feel like fights would be a lot faster. Avali, or Aval 1, you're probably not wrong. Avail. Is that what it is? Avali. Yeah, Avali 1. My dad's going to the grocery shopping, and he's coming home in 30 minutes, so I need... so I need to go to the store. I guess don't? That's good. Maybe your dad can do a better job of picking out food than I could. I mean, I'd like to think of myself as sort of your other father, but I'm really, at the end of the day, not. Did we ever figure out why I can't use the ether? There's probably a reason for it, isn't there? Nope, I just can't. What the heck? Oh, you know what you gotta do? You probably gotta go on Sora and actually have an ether on you. There we go. Got it, guys. I figured it out. Auto-enable. So we got 2 potions in an ether now. Thank you, everybody! Thank you. Thank you. I figured it out. It's not like I've played all of these games before, and this one all the way through. Oh, and look at that. There's a Moogle, speaking of which.
Great! The power...
That's right, Gilliam. I am your daddy, but with 1 D. You made a good call there.
Gotta find... Bingo!
Huh?
Mike? How's that supposed to help?
No, I see where he's going with this.
That's good.
Yep, take it away.
Nice try, Mike.
What?
I'm not doing this
Wait.
alone.
Hey, you, not me. Come on. Sully. Whoa. No, stop. Sully. Not what I had in mind.
Oh! It's on! Nice work, guys!
Awesome. Did y'all see what I did there? How I didn't talk throughout the cutscene? I know, it's almost like I'm learning. It's like as I continue to stream, I get better and better, and I come to understand more and more what people absolutely abhor about my style, which is my proclivity to talk through literally anything that's happening. Story moments, emotional moments, boring moments, fighting moments, moments where I should be paying attention to directions. I talk. I'm good at it. Ask my mom. My mom was actually concerned that there was something wrong with me because when I was younger. She theorized that I might be deaf or something because I didn't speak or really make any noise. I was very silent as a baby. And, that lasted until I was about 2 years old, at which point I never shut up. And she felt foolish for ever being worried. My memo actually told her once, it's a bit of a joke now, that you better be careful once he stops talking, he'll never stop. She was right. She knew. She knew. You didn't talk through a comedic cutscene. You're getting better. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hazard Creeper says, wow. That's right, son. That's right. These guys susceptible to... Shrek me. Okay, yeah. It doesn't really... They don't take to lightning on... I don't know if y'all caught that, but I took my one and only ether that I had equipped and just immediately ate it. Like a fool. Like a total fool. Don't we get the water upgrade on this level? And aren't we supposed to use it for putting out fires later? What I remember most about this level was just not doing that. Like the game very pointedly giving me this water ability and me just not using it for the intended purpose. That's what I remember most about monsters. Surprisingly, though, I didn't have any issues with it. That last boss, I remember never really being sure if I'd figured out what the hook to defeating it was, and it taking a very long time. My theory is that I was doing it wrong, and maybe this time together we'll all be able to have a conversation about how you're supposed to do it. You don't even have to fight these guys? I do, though, because I gotta reach max level. And the only way to reach max level, I mean, some people will say you gotta go grind, but in my opinion, the best thing you can do to reach max level is to very, very slowly slog through the game and kill everything you see, sort of just one at a time. That's probably true. I don't think that's where we're supposed to be going, is it? I seem to remember going that way to get something previously and getting taken out by those spikes fairly often. But maybe that's later on, or maybe that's just to get a bonus item. I can't remember. I remember this room. I remember this room quite a bit. Yeah, this one's a hassle. Look, don't be too confident about this. So, what do we use against electrical enemies? Obviously not lightning, and we want to avoid the walls for that exact reason. But I don't know what we're supposed... Probably water. Oh, pirate ship. That's what you use against them. How do you take out electrical-based enemies? Pirate ship and water. That's probably the best bet. Where are the bad guys at? There they are. Come here, you. Ever notice that sometimes these attractions are just too big for the rooms they're in? I mean, I know they're supposed to be, like, sized appropriate. You know, you only get certain ones in certain areas. But I feel like this should just be wrecking shop. It should be knocking these containers over. Reese, what's your fave fam? Oh, fave jam. Ooh, strawberry probably. Is blueberry jam a thing? If blueberry jam is a thing, that, even though I've never had it, but I really like blueberries. Oh, heal up some, Sora. Don't die. Don't die whatever you do. No, we did it. Good job, everyone. Very good job. If blueberry jam doesn't exist, I like strawberry jam a lot. Strawberry jam is really, really good. It's got... depending on the jam you get, I suppose, it usually has a bit of a crunchy texture to it because of all the little dots that are on the strawberries. When it gets turned into a jam, it kind of gets a bit of a grit to it, which I know some people don't care for. But that's just the way the strawberries are, and I love it. Do you think we can just run our way through here? I think we probably could. I don't want to do it the correct way, I'll tell you that. But I think we're really close to dying, and we probably should... Nah, we're good. We're doing fine. We're not going to die. We're not going to die. We're not going to die. I mean, it sounds like we're going to die, but we're not going to die. Look at that. Cover is for the weak, friends. Cover is for the weak. Take a potion. Keep moving forward. Oh, no, there are more of them. Should we play the game, I guess, is the question we need to ask ourselves. Probably. Let's just play the game. What? Can you take out the lasers? You can't take out the lasers. So what's the point of that? Why is this happening? What is going on right now? Heal. Heal. Deal. Heal and just run. Blueberry is a thing? I mean, I know blueberry is a thing. If it exists, you can jam it. All right. That's from Avali. Yeah, I guess that's true. Hazard, if blueberry jam is a thing, you got to get it and tell me how it tastes, assuming you like blueberries. I like things that are blueberry flavored and made from blueberries, but I don't like blueberries. In fact, I actually dislike blueberries pretty heavily. I don't know why. I like a blueberry cobbler. I like a blueberry pie. I like blueberry pancakes. I like blueberry flavored energy drinks. But I do not like blueberries themselves, like raw blueberries. It's not what I'm here for. Hazard says Reese reads Hal's book. Okay, here we go. In our discussion, I was actually wrong about how to beat this world's boss effectively. While it is a mucky fire-themed boss, water isn't any more effective on it. It's super defensive. So you want to wait for it to transform, then go nuts. That's the time to rush, shot lock, form change, and other situation commands. That was quite the book. That was quite the book. Glad I read it, though.
Rats! Randall must have messed this up. Nothing works.
Avali is the second. It is an I, right? It's not just two L's. I guess I could just make this I could like magnify the screen so I could read it better. I think it is Avali. Y'all haven't lived, or y'all ain't lived, if you haven't had pineapple jam. I've never had pineapple jam, so I guess I've never lived. But the idea of it is incredible, and I definitely want to try it now.
That might work.
Blueberry jam is so good, nice and sweet, very good with PB&J. See, now I want to try that. I might go get like a small loaf of bread, some crunchy peanut butter because I'm a madman, and some blueberry jam, Hazard, and I might just have a PB&J for dinner because that's the way my life is going. And honestly, it sounds great. It sounds way better than a steak dinner. It doesn't. Hello, howdy, folks, and awesome people in the chat. Well, hello there, Skull Rose Blue. How are you? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm on it.
What a perfect excuse to get Sully out of the fight. Why can't Boo fight? I feel like I've seen people in this game who are probably less capable of fight anyway in the party. I mean, Buzz and Woody are toys. They fought with us. If toys can fight in a battle against horrible creatures, surely so too can small children. Also, let's do this. Yes! The form change on this is really good. I really like it with this particular Keyblade. Okay, well that did nothing to him. Let's just finish on him. Why not? Let's just do it right here next to him. Is it a bit premature? Yes, but it might also work. Less capable of fighting Kyrie? Exactly. That's exactly what I meant. I was definitely referencing Kyrie. If Kyrie can fight in a battle, she can't. Let's be real. She doesn't do much fighting. But if they're willing to put her into a fight, oh gosh, oh no! I was gonna say he's taking all of my friends. Jeez! Oh, we're just gonna have to heal right off the gate. Should we just? Now I have no magic. Did I already use up my potion again by accident? Because that seems to be what happens at the start of all these fights. There's more of them. So is the laugh power building up or going down? What's happening with that? Where is... Oh, she's up there! I just now noticed that she's up there behind him. Well, he's doing a pretty good job taking care of her. What good is the laugh power, though? Why do we want to keep laugh power up? Is she keeping the facility online or something by herself? I mean, scream and crying also produces power. So, whether she's screaming in terror or laughing with amusement, I don't see why it matters. Or is that just how long we have to keep her alive? Is that ticking up slowly? If I just rolled over, would she just start laughing real heavily? She seems to laugh a lot at Mike Wazowski's torment, as some women are known to do. Not all, but some for sure. So should we just start bashing him in the eye with a Keyblade, and that'll make her laugh super heavily? And then surely that would end things a lot sooner. Oh gosh, look at this thing. It's like a turret shooting out like depression. A depression turret. Oh. Okay, you guys. Let's just lightning these things out of existence. We got the teacups. We're not going to touch them. Get away from him. Get away from him. Get away from him. Get away from him. Okay, now shoot him with ice and fire. A song of ice and fire, maybe? Maybe he likes to sing. Nice. Oh, man. So we are just waiting on her to, like, laugh power up, I guess. Wouldn't it just be easier, long term, to not fight everything? Because if we kill everything, more stuff respawns. So if we didn't do that, and we instead just, like, left one guy alive, like that guy way over there, or do we have to kill people for the meter to charge up? I'm not sure. Doesn't seem like it. All right, you guys just get rid of that one right next to Boo. Okay, now leave that last one over there alive. No, stop it, Donald. Stop it. No, stop it. No, don't. Goof, guys, calm down. No, stop it. We're gonna leave him alone. Stop it. Stay away from him. Stay away from him. Okay, there's 2 now. No, 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 no! Why, Donald? Look what you've done! I had the plan. Why didn't you follow through with the plan? Oh, it was such a good plan too. There was no way it was going to fail. It was the perfect plan. Like, all the elements were there. Okay, let's just leave this big guy alive then. Here comes the laugh power. Or is the laugh power not charged if he's still alive? I'm keeping my eye on it. It doesn't look like it's going up any. We might have to kill them for the last power. There we go. The laugh meter is charged. Oh, here we go. Scream Strike? Is that what we're trying to do? Do we need to do that? I don't know. Gave it tip, Reese? What does that mean, Hal Rondo? What kind of tip? Sully is attacked, Boo's happiness drops. Oh, I see it now. I found it. Laughing is very powerful. I mean, I know it's very powerful, but you can just make her scream a lot, and eventually it would, like... Right? Bad Donald? Donald's just the worst character at all times in every single game.
I'd love to.
He does nothing but ruin my plans, and he never heals me when I need healing. Yeah, that wasn't funny.
Game and set.
I'm not cut out for this racket.
Yeah, Boo's very discretionary with her laughter these days.
Should I have gone with ping pong?
Nothing could have saved that one.
Wait! Nobody move! I dropped my contact.
I don't think Boo's gonna get it, Mike.
Contacts are a bit much for a child.
Do you get it?
Yeah, it's 'cause his eye's so big. The joke is, you can't lose a contact the size of a dinner plate.
Oh, fine!
You're supposed to be good at this.
I am once I'm warmed up.
Sora, do the funny face special.
Huh? What? If you insist.
Is this what they call it? When did they decide that's what it called? So this is a callback to the first game when they're like, you gotta smile if you're gonna come fly around with us, and he does this horrific expression. But when did they give it a name? Also, Sully looks downright disturbing right there.
Sora's aiming for your...
Donald is the Sakura of Kingdom Hearts. If you say so, mate. If you say so.
Aren't gonna leave without saying goodbye.
I mean, that was the plan.
Rest, Randall. You're not gonna get away with
Randall is such a terrible name. If your name is Randall in real life, I'm sorry that your parents did that to you. But also, head up to Deedpool, get your name changed. Or whatever the U.S. equivalent of it is. I don't actually know where you go to get your name changed in the U.S. Well, wherever that happens, Randall's just not good. There's a thousand better names. Reese is a great name, for example. Hal Rondo, unfortunately, isn't Hal's real name, our real first name, but it should be, because that's a great name. Skull Rose Blue is a good name. Gilliam's a great name. Really like that one. Hazard Creeper, it's more of like a title than a name. Avali's my favorite. I'm going to name my child that.
What a pile of junk!
What? Hey! No.
Just leave him. Don't think he can cause us any more trouble.
That's what you think.
Besides, we gotta focus on getting Boo home.
You're right.
Hal, you probably have given the story behind your name before, but you know how I am.
And go through the power station. We can get to the
You just go to the courthouse and you get your name changed to anything. Oh, all right, Avali. That seems pretty straightforward. Is there a fee? I'm assuming there's a processing fee. Oh, I think in the last time we streamed this, it was on Tuesday, and I announced that I had somehow lost the registration sticker to my car. That's a story and a half right there I've got for you. I'd love to share that during this pivotal moment in the story. Maybe we'll wait a second. Randall is like Draco Malfoy? That's surprisingly accurate. Yeah, that's exactly what he's like. Yo, my father will hear about this, Sully. All right, so you can now, this has been like this for a little while now, but you can get your replacement registration sticker online. You don't have to go up to the tax office and do it. So I did that. I ordered it online, had it sent to my parents' house, and I went over to my parents' house to get it. Or did I? I can't remember. A couple weeks passed after I did it, and I couldn't find it. And I was like, did I ever get it in the mail? And I called my mom. I said, did it ever come in the mail? My mom said, yeah, of course it came. Remember, I gave it to you last time you were here. I said, no, I don't think so. And she said, yeah, you had your laundry over here because I don't have a washer and dryer. Well, I have a washer and dryer at my house, but they're not hooked up. So I go over there and do my laundry. It's a long, long story. But she says, yeah, I put it in your laundry basket for you. I was like, you definitely didn't, because if it was in my laundry basket, I would have found it. So I spend a good hour or so looking for it, all in the car, looking for it all throughout the house. And then I gave up, right? So a little bit of time passed, a couple of days passed, and I'd pretty much given up hope of finding the registration sticker. And I went online, and I looked up how to get a replacement. You can get a replacement. You just go up to the tax office, you fill out a form. It costs like $6.50. It's not too bad. Get yourself a replacement registration sticker. I was totally planning on doing that. But then for some reason, I decided to just sort of pantomime putting my laundry away. So I took my laundry basket, not my actual laundry basket. I took an imaginary one in my mind. And I was like, okay, I'm flipping this out on the bed. There's all my laundry. So I would start to put my laundry away. And then if I had found a piece of paper in here, like a registration sticker, I would have taken it and sat it over here. And I sat it down on my I pantomimed putting it on my nightstand. And right where my hand landed was an Avatar: The Last Airbender comic book. The big library edition books that you can get with all 3 volumes in it. And I kind of touched that, and out of the very tip of just barely poking out of that book, there was a thin little piece of paper that I'd been using as a bookmark. And I kind of looked at it, and I sort of pulled it out a little bit, and I realized it was an envelope. And I pulled it out a little bit further, and it said Texas Department of Motor Vehicles. And I realized what I had done was when I had unloaded my laundry, I had set the envelope with my registration sticker in it on my nightstand. And then that night when I went to bed, I had used the random piece of paper on my nightstand that was my registration sticker as a bookmark in my book. So I found it. We're good now. We're fine. That's great. You look crazy? That's pretty normal, Hazard Creeper. Last Airbender is the best American anime ever. It's the only American anime. Is it? Yeah, I guess so. It depends on your definition of anime, but I would say that you're probably correct. I love it. We're watching through it with Jenna for the first time. We're actually wrapping up Season 2 tomorrow, which is very exciting. She suspects nothing, so that'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun. But, yeah, I found my registration sticker. And also, hello, Blam Man. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? What a username. I'm almost positive I said it incorrectly. I did find it, Skull Roast, but I was very happy about that. Good story. Now, what really happened? That's what really happened. I actually called my mom. I was like, I've got a story for you. And she said, you found your registration sticker? And I said, well, yes, I did. But let me tell you where it was. And she said, you probably sat it on your nightstand. It's like, okay, you know what, Mom? This is not fun telling you anything. Is Japanese styled in animation, thus anime? I guess. I don't know. Do Japanese only refer to their animation as anime? Because that's just the word they have for animation, is anime. So do they refer to only cartoons that they produce as anime? Or is any cartoon that come out in Japan called anime? Like we would call anything released in the US like a cartoon or an animation. You know what I mean? Also, did I get a water ability? Abilities. Sword. That's not where you would go for that. Although, what do I have? Counter impact? That's interesting. I think I might want to enable that. Okay, we've got Magical Galvanizer. Increases the damage you deal with magic in proportion to the length of your combo. Cool. Reprisal boost. Oh, Combo Master. Continue combos even if your swings miss the enemy. That one would be better. I think, probably. Yeah, I don't really repraise much at all. I need to redo my APs because I probably have some rings or whatnot that would give me more AP. I don't have any AP boosts on me, apparently. I think I equipped them all before the stream started. I'm going to have to go through here later and redo all of that. What do I have over here? So we've got water on square, but don't we have, like, super water now, or am I imagining that? I guess not. I guess we don't. Like Watara or I can't remember what it's called. Maybe we get it again in a little bit. Because there's a raging fire going on outside. And water's probably going to be very useful. If you don't do counters/reprisals, never touch critical. Well, I don't do either of those things because I don't have to. But I imagine in critical it's a bit more essential. Also, why is Boo with us? Why didn't we just stick her in a locker or something for our own good? This seems unsafe. I mean, I know what you're thinking, Reese. That's terrible. Why would you put a small child in a locker? For her own safety, she ought not be running around out here with us.
Ready to descend.
I'm Norwegian Reese. Blame Maine. Cool. Very cool. How's life in Norway today? Or this afternoon, I guess it would be for you. What's the weather like in Norway?
Code 7216. Unidentified life forms.
We've been getting a lot of rain. So it's warm, it's humid, and it's rainy. Which is my least favorite combination of things. I like rainy weather, but I like rain on a cool day. On a real hot day when it just makes everything muggy and kind of gross, I don't like it. Alright, so should we be using water now? Because we've got the ability to use water now. Yeah, look at that. We can kind of put out some fires. Can I put out the fire? Unlock from that thing. Can I put these vents out? Yes, you can. Is that permanent, though? Oh, interesting. I'm going to just go around and put out some fires. I know there's probably things I should be focusing on. But I sort of like the idea of just being your friendly neighborhood firefighter right now. Your friendly neighbor. Oh, we got a blazing shard for it, too. See, it's beneficial to do these sorts of things. Put that fire out, son. Nice. Get some more blazing stones. What do we do with these, though? Oh, great. Well, all the fires are back now. It was a waste of my time. Literally all of them just came back. All right. Can we fight fire with ice, then? No. Maybe the fire guy back there, but not this guy. No, 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 no. Oof. Lightning doesn't seem to hurt this guy. How do you hurt this guy? Is he impervious? No. Let's do a scream strike against him. Summer nights are the best. It's evening and a spring feel. No snow at the moment. Is snow pretty common this time of year where you live? It's definitely not here. But then again, snow is not common down here. Maybe once every couple of years we'll get a bit of snowy weather. Snowy weather. If you're wondering why I am struggling to say snowy weather, it's because we get it so irregularly that it's just not a part of my normal vocabulary. Can I fight these guys without being caught on fire? Or is being caught on fire really... Nope, Shrek. Yeah, that's a real hassle. Let's just get the staff out then. Maybe it'll be long enough that we can smack them from a distance safely. You also do get to skate around with this when you have this active, which is fun. Stop that. Stop that cruelty against me immediately. Have we unlocked Watora yet? I distinctly remember somebody, not me, telling Reese that water and ice is no more effective against the boss and just use combos when he transforms. Yeah, that's true of Ollie, but this isn't a boss fight. This is just on a roof with fire. So,
Yes, sir. We'll be on our way.
I just got water? Yeah, when I'm not looking at the screen, that's when I would get it. Let's go ahead and equip it then. We'll throw it on in place of regular water. There it is. Large splash. I like a good large splash. Fire's out up here, so not useful right now, but maybe later. Oh, and we could just pop our finisher right here on these three guys, because it's about to go away anyway. We can get all 4 seasons in one day here. Oh. Well, Blamsan, that sounds cool. Also, am I saying your name correctly? Hope so. How many animes have I watched this, Guillermo? Look, my anime count over the years hasn't really changed. I've still watched the very beginning of the one where the boy gets a parasite hand. And that's it. That's the most anime I've ever watched. I've seen clips from Pokemon, usually in meme compilations. Oh, and I've watched a lot of top 10 anime battles, but very rarely are anime battles in there. It's usually like Shrek versus Donkey or something, you know what I mean? Didn't mean to do a heal just then. That's an embarrassment. Parasite hand? Alright, Halrondo. Glad that you've asked about this. Because every time I get the opportunity, I like to talk about this absurdity. So there's an anime, and I can't remember what it's called. But this boy goes to sleep, and he's wearing headphones. So this alien parasite lands, and it tries to go inside his brain and take over his head. But because he's wearing earphones, it can't. So it just eats his hand instead. And when he wakes up, this parasite has now consumed his hand and has become his hand, and it's sentient and it can talk to him. And it's like, hey, look, I came here to rule the world, but I guess we're friends now because I'm stuck in your hand. And also there's other parasites, and we're going to have to fight them together. And then there's a guy whose parasite ate, like, the bottom half, or, like, his jaw, I guess. I was going to say the bottom half of his face, but it's just straight up his jaw. And then his mom gets turned into a parasite. He has to have a fight in a school against a parasite. And, look, I didn't get very far. I got up to the part where he met a guy with a jaw face. I was like, I think my Crunchyroll subscription's about to run out, and I'm not that invested in this weirdness. And I didn't renew my Crumpy. I had the Crunchyroll free trial. I was like, I'm not paying for this just to watch Anime Boy's parasite hand. So that was fun. That was an experience. That's my extent with anime. Jenna actually has seen more anime than me, which is weird because I don't think she likes it, but she has seen more than me. So maybe next time Jenna's here, we can get her to talk about anime. That might be fun. There's an anime I like. Oh, Full Metal. Okay, you know what? I did see the first couple episodes of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, not realizing that there was a Full Metal Alchemist that wasn't Brotherhood. I did watch a little bit of that. And the reason I watched a little bit of that is because I constantly got comments anytime I did a Minecraft video with Project E or Equivalent Exchange 3 where they're like, more like Full Metal Alchemist mod, right? And I got tired and I wanted to know what they were talking about. So I watched the first couple episodes. That was pretty good. I could probably go back and rewatch that. Or not rewatch it, but watch that whole series. Or whatever exists of it. As far as I know, animes never end. They just go until people stop caring about them, and then they still keep making them. So I don't know if that one's ended or if it's still going. But I could probably get into that one. It was pretty cool. Attack on Titan? I've never seen Attack on Titan. I'm familiar with it, though. Yeah, good idea, Sora. We'll drop down from here. Great call. I'm familiar with what Attack on Titan is. I've just never seen it. Oh, can I break that? Oh, sweet. We just got like a bonus chest. Ah, it's just a game on the phone I'll never play. Well, it's fun still, I suppose, for some people. I'm not sure how much of this level is left. I can't really remember it. Full Metal Alchemist is over. It had a good, satisfying ending. Okay. That's unique in the anime world, to my knowledge. What about Parasite Hand? Did that one ever end? Don't tell me how it ended. If I ever go back to anime, that's the one I want to go back to. I'm going to go back and figure out how Parasite Hand ends. That's... I feel like I've talked about Parasite Hand so much. I'm sort of invested in it at this point. Not because I enjoy it, but because I owe it to myself and my community to let people know how it ends. I am a bit curious. How do you deal with an alien invasion that eats people's hands? Again, it wasn't trying to eat his hand. It was trying to eat his brain. But these darn kids these days and their headphones and their earbuds, you know, saved his life. So that happens sometimes. Parasite already finished? Okay. Skull Rose Blue is fading into the shadows? Alright, well, you do you. I mean, we can still see you in there. It's just shadows. It's not completely dark. I know the places in your house where the shadows are the darkest. That is a quote from Cotton Candy Randy. Gonna head out now. Good luck finishing the world race. Remember my boss advice. Will do, Hal Rondo. Thank you for tuning in. It had a satisfying ending. So, Gilliam, have you seen Parasite Hands? Like, it sounds like you've watched it before and it had a satisfying ending. I don't want to go back into this if the ending's going to just make me feel depressed. Like, if it has some sort of nihilistic, the world, life is meaningless, and you can't stop Parasite Hand, then I don't want to go watch the rest of it. But if it's got, like, a good, satisfying ending, I trust you on this one, Gilliam. I'll go finish it. I just got some sort of ability that I'll probably never use. That's fine. Don't need it. We're good.
This way.
Reese, what do you work for the government? I don't work for the government. Although, I suppose that could be... Yeah, you know what I do? I'm a spy. I'm actually a spy. I've been doing this long con for 7 years now, where I've been pretending to be a YouTuber so I can get Halrondo's trust, like lull him into a false sense of security, and then when he least expects it, I can get him to admit that he's a Russian operative, and I can get all the Russian secrets, and then we can finally steal their UFO that they've been hiding up there in Siberian frozen tundra wastelands. So that's what I've been doing for the last 7 years, is just creating a YouTube channel to get Halrondo's trust. I feel comfortable saying all of this, because of course he just left the stream, and he'll never find out about it. You guys won't tell him over on the Discord server. Because he is a Russian operative. He acts like he's a youngin', but he's really like 60 years old. He's been living in America for a while now. You should hear his real accent. He does really like Kingdom Hearts, though. That's the thing about Halrondo. Even though he is a secret Russian operative. He's the big fan of the Kingdom Hearts. Very good series.
Don't worry, Mike. Just trust me.
That's Russian. I don't know if you guys could tell. That's definitely what that is. Hazard Creeper has seen 0 animes. Gilliam has seen 175. Sorry, 375. Goodness gracious. That's like even more. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen 375 of anything, including my own videos, and I have to edit them. You'd think I'd be watching them, but I don't pay that much attention. I just kind of cut out the bits where I'm yelling at the other secret agents that live in my house that I can't talk about. Nice, we wiped those guys out fast. Also, we leveled up again. What am I, level 26 now? Is that what came up? Why are you attacking Hal for Russian secrecy when I'm all actually half Russian? Hazard Creeper, you being half Russian though. Way! I've recorded your confession and I've turned it into the Russian government along with the Unicorn Order. I don't know what that means, but it sounds horrifying. Halrondo knows our secret now. Oh no. Alright, half Russian Hazard Creeper. I know that now that we're compromised, everyone knows that I'm secretly in the CIA and you're secretly half Russian. We have to go underground now. So we got to get out of here.
I'd say you actually ran the place.
Thanks, Mikey. All right. It's not much farther.
I don't know what that was all about. Not in story. No, I'm talking about in the real world. That weird bit we just did that I'm a spy. It's fun though. We're gonna stick with it. We're gonna make that canon. I'm gonna update the channel information after this. CIA spy. You've been told that the CIA doesn't operate within the U.S. That is, of course, a lie that we in the CIA tell people to keep you from being suspicious. We do. And if you're wondering, we do watch you through your webcams when you're awake and when you're asleep. We listen to you through your cell phone speakers. Siri is spying on you. We made her, as is Alexa. Cortana, no. We tried to get Cortana to spy on you for us, but she's too dumb. Cortana is just sadly too stupid to spy on you. Trust me, we tried. Cortana, oh, that doesn't work. Does Cortana exist anymore? Didn't they get rid of her? Or aren't they reworking her to be like something else? Thanks for that hot tip there. I assumed that the one path that was open was the path we needed to take. Let's do some Mad Teacups. Why not? Okay, Halrondo's really gone now, so we can talk about his real Russian secrets. Where are all the bad guys? I'm just gonna go this way, guys. I'm just gonna head in and maybe some more guys will spawn. I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know what the black goop is. Oh, okay. Well, there was just nothing there to fight. Most anime is really weird. This is from Avali. Oh! Crud muffins, I've done it again. I did it again. Okay, I need to pause the game. We just need to remain calm. Just need to remain calm. I'm sure it'll come back up. Alright. Yeah, we should work together and find Boo's door. Good call there, Goofy. Jeez. Nearly panicked there. So Avali says most anime is really weird. Sometimes there are some good hidden gems, like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Yeah. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe I need to get back into that one. Like I say, I liked what I watched of it. It seemed really good. I was actually trying to find another show to watch after I'd finished my 4th or 5th walkthrough. Not walkthrough, but watch-through of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've seen that show so many times now. I love it. And that's when I got like the Crunchyroll free trial. What is it, like a week trial or 2-week trial? And that's when I watched Parasite Hand and a couple episodes of Full Metal Alchemist. So I'll get back into it eventually. There's just a lot going on, and there's like a lot to do and watch and play.
Oh, I learned a lot.
Why are they all panicking about this glowing metal? This whole world is full of glowing metal.
Wait, Mike.
Reese, if we go underground, I'll bring the PB&J. Good job, Hazard Creeper. Very good call. Bring me some of that blueberry jam. We're going to have some PB&Js. We're going to play Kingdom Hearts. We're going to hide from Hal Rondo. It'll be fun. Oh yeah, that's terrifying. Thanks, Sora. Hadn't realized.
Mike, time to reach down and let the scary out.
Oh, I'm ready, Sully. I'm ready.
Where is Boo? What happened to Boo? Was I not paying enough attention?
To take over the company. But first,
I'm recommending to watch Violet Evergarden, No Game, No Life, Steins Gate, Parasite, Attack on Titan. Okay, Gilliam. You haven't just recommended me like a bunch of weird hentai, though, have you? I mean, I'm not saying that's something you would do, but I feel like that's something someone watching this would do. So I'm just making sure. Alright, so we gotta take out the hands. Can we shoot them with, like, fire and stuff? Yeah, you can. So it looks like a single shot of fire takes them out. And then we, what, run up and smack him in the face? That has no effect on him. He's not bothered by it. Shoot him with fire. Shoot him with all the fire. Shoot him with the fire him. We're doing pretty well. We're getting there. Oh, jeez. If I get real quiet for the remainder of this stream, it's just because I'm focusing really hard on killing this guy without dying too many times. Like, I really want to kill him without dying. Have we died on stream before? Like, during the stream series? I don't think so. I'd like to keep it that way if I can. Jeez. Constant storm clouds? Don't need that. Let's Scream Strike him.
Why me?
Oh, jeez. When did... Stop! Heal! Thank you! The problem I've noticed with anime is it's either really perverted, weird, creepy, or downright disturbing. Yeah, some anime is definitely like that, for sure. I've noticed that, too, with Japanese games. I'm not sure why that is. Not all of them, of course. You know, I think it'd be a disservice to the entire country to say that everything they produce is like that. Okay, roll away. Roll away. Right. This fight. The hands fight. Boom. Hit all the hands. We'll see how effective this ends up being. Wow, that accomplished quite a bit. It did better than I thought it would. I don't know if we have to hit all the hands, though. Did I lightning the hands? Because you can hit multiple targets when you lightning. I'm not sure if hitting the hands is really what we're going for. They seem to come right back. Is my goal to just stay away from him right now? See, I never understood this phase of the fight when I played through it on the channel. I just never understood this entire boss fight. The entire thing was just me being confused, trying to figure out what it is I'm supposed to be attacking or avoiding. Can I attack him directly? Oh, well, Shrek, just do that then. Hit him with all the ice. What do I need to attack his hands for? Get him out of here. Get out of here, you weirdo. Guess my advice was ignored? It's not that your advice was ignored, Hal Rondo. Also, why are you lying to us constantly? You're not leaving. You goof. No, your advice wasn't ignored, just not thoroughly understood. Because it requires that I understand the boss fight and its phases to apply the advice. And I simply don't. Wait a minute. Can I do the Ralph link here? Maybe. Because you can just whack him in the face right now, so you might be able to do the Fix-It Felix Ralph attack. This is probably not going to work, though. I feel like this, if this was a thing that would work, we would have been told about it sooner. But let's try it. No, you know what? It was pretty effective. It was pretty effective. It didn't deal a whole lot of damage, because I know you guys can't see the damage, but it did a full bar, so that's good. Close to a full bar, at least. That was the time to go in. During the big hands bit, we did figure it out at the end. We figured out to go in during the big hands a second ago. And now that we know that, we know what to do. Pretty sure we almost got hit just then. Can we get close enough to him to whack him right now? I can't tell if we're damaging him is the only issue, and I feel like maybe we're wasting this opportunity. So let's just charge him and be done with that. Gosh. Ugh. I want to target him directly. Do I need to target all his little hands first? See what I mean? You can't really get up close to him. There we go. There we go. Ice him. Ice him. Fire him. Fire him. Just finish him off. He's almost dead. No, that stupid hand's in the way. Finish him. Finish him, Sora. Do it. Nice. Bye, Elrondo again, for real, though. Poor Randall. Why? For a plethora of reasons. First off, it was attacking me, that's why. Mainly. I don't follow that either, Sully.
All right, and in you go.
I never understood banishment as a crime in this world. Like, why not just imprison people for a while? It's like, we're gonna throw you out of our world. You have to live with the humans. It's just, I mean, especially when you consider they think that the humans are deadly and dangerous. It seems like that's just a death penalty. Why not send them off to some place to be reformed? Monster Reformation Center. We'll teach you to be a good person. Well, that seems sketchy too, because who makes the decision on what's good and not?
Are you kidding? Oh, this time he's in for it.
Mike gets too much joy out of him getting beaten up with brooms. Maybe all of these people are just demented sadists. They get pleasure out of other people's suffering. That would explain things.
To do one last thing.
Hang on. I have a way to lock him out.
Oh, yeah, it's a very useful ability that we use irregularly. How did the door get put back together? Did he put it back together from the other side? Does that mean if you break a door in the monster's world, in the real world, the door breaks apart? Because I don't think I quite track that. I don't think I follow that. How does that work? If my closet door is destroyed in the monster world, do I come home and my closet door is also in just chipped up pieces? Surely not. Surely not.
Oh.
GG. Thank you, Gilliam. Thank you.
Okay, boo.
Oh, he says no. No what, Gilliam? So it doesn't? Well, then how did his door get put back together? It got glued back together and he got back in. So the only way I can see that happening is if when they threw him through in the first movie and they wood chipped the door in the trailer also would have gotten chipped to pieces. So he would have had to glue it together from the other side. The connection is lost to your door, says Gilliam. Okay, but how did he get back? Who glued it back together with purple stuff? Venti Dark Roast? I don't think Venti Dark Roast would have done it. Halrondo, you back again. Real nice guy came along and fixed the door for me. Notice the darkness that patched it together. Who you're about. Okay, so Halrondo says it's Dark Roast over here. Did they say that line earlier and I just wasn't paying enough attention? Why, though? Why did he bring back... How did he know to bring back Randall? And why?
Call anyone strange.
Say, do we know this guy?
We haven't ever met in the flesh. I am Vanitas.
Venti Dark Roast.
This is the part where you spout some mumbo-jumbo and disappear, right?
He used the power of friendship, says Hazard Creeper. I mean, I guess in this series, yes.
They converted the screams of human children into energy. And this very company was what made it all happen. It's as rich a source of negative emotion as we'll ever find.
For the last time, we already stopped doing that!
Did you? Then how do you explain all these canisters of surplus scream? This facility was everything I could hope for. And I was lucky enough to find a pawn whose heart was darkened by thoughts of revenge.
You mean Randall?
All Randall ever cared about was winning. And this guy took advantage of that weakness.
But how'd he find him? Don't say friendship. Gilliam says he used the power of sea salt photos. Possibly.
To reconstruct it.
Yeah, and the whole time they were trashing our company in the process!
But even with all this negative emotion, my heart is still incomplete. I need something else. The half of me that sleeps on inside of your heart.
We're making pretty good time. That was creepy.
Ventus. What a strange place to slither off to. You insignificant speck. What are you talking about? Oh, you wouldn't remember. When you were little, you formed a special bond with a boy named Ventus who joined with your heart.
Is he saying that one of the missing Keyblade wielders is inside Sora's heart?
Oh, he's not the only one in there, trust me. So it's got a whole city of people living inside of him. It's real weird.
You will return Ventus to me. Donald! Goofy!
The king told us about this. Ventus wasn't able to defeat Vanitas. They struck each other down, and then the king said that Ventus's heart never returned to him.
Have you ever watched Everglow's Kingdom Hearts timeline? I have not, Gilliam. Well, I might have. I don't know. I've watched a lot of Kingdom Hearts videos. I can't place Everglow as a channel I ever watched, but I'll look into it after this if you'd like.
Join your heart with mine.
Need you look.
This bit right here is great.
Let me go!
Should have just ripped him in two while he had the chance and been done with it.
Over here, Sully!
I recommend that with all my heart, says Gilliam. Alright, certainly. Yeetus Vanitas.
Hey!
That was awesome!
Yeah, but again, you could have just ripped him in two.
We owe you.
No, we should be thanking you. We never would have managed to get Boo this far if you hadn't come along to help.
And finally,
Harry 1 has a point.
Boo, I know how excited
excited you were to come play with Mike and Sully.
What was that all about? Sorry, strange noises outside my home.
Hey, you are way scarier.
Gosh, I think you're both scary.
What? Oh.
Gundam Guy, it has been a while. Goodness, welcome to the stream.
We'll catch up soon, kid.
Mike Wazowski.
Did you notice that all the doors go to Kingdom Hearts 3 worlds? No, I hadn't noticed that.
Mike Wazowski.
Better. I'll see you, kid.
Boo! So long!
Sometimes Boo's laughter causes massive electrical surges, and then sometimes it just doesn't, and I don't know what the rules are around those powers.
Sorry for all
Goofy is the final villain? Boy, that would have been cool. That would have been a cool game.
And actually, it was kind of nice.
Reese, there's something in your chair wheels? That's very specific, Hazard Creeper.
The flying and the falling. And hey, let's not do that painting again. But nothing like running for our lives to get the heart pumping.
I had a great time.
Donald, all you did was complain.
I did not.
Any chance that we can drop by again?
The door's always
I
open.
don't think Dosney Pixnar would have been very happy if Venti Dark Roast had gotten ripped in half with sprays of viscera going everywhere. Avali, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. That would have been probably very problematic, especially if then Sully's body's all stained red from the event. That would have probably been bad. But he's a monster. You know he's done it before. He's ripped a guy in too, Sully. That's sort of the dark underbelly of the monster universe you never hear about. Like, this is a full world, right? Full of monsters? There's been wars. There have been just vicious, vicious wars where you've got Sully just type monsters ripping into Mike-type monsters, using them as little olives on their beverages. It's a terrible, bloody, scary world. Also, we've got a new Keyblade. I can't remember where this one goes afterward. Do we go back to the main world, or do we get a 30-minute cutscene like in most of the worlds? We probably get a cutscene, don't we? It'd be great if it just cut back to cutscene time, y'all. Cutscene time. Yonard, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Got a friend coming over soon. See ya, Halrondo. Thank you for joining again.
We should go to the Realm of Darkness.
No, we shouldn't. That's a bad idea. Why don't we go to Chuck E. Cheese instead? We'll get some pizza. We'll play some Star Wars games. It'll be a blast. Did you guys ever play the racer game they had at Chuck E. Cheese, or am I crazy? That might not have existed. At Chuck E. Cheese, though, they did have the game where you, like, piloted the snow speeder, and you, like, attached tow cables and stuff. That was fun. It's been years ago now, though. Also, Chuck E. Cheese pizza is not good. Don't go to Chuck E. Cheese, Sora.
Nope. Not until you complete your own mission.
I'm leaving now. This isn't Minecraft. Okay, Yonard. Thank you for tuning in. It's not. There's got to be a Kingdom Hearts Minecraft mod, though. That I would be well into playing.
Huh?
The king?
What the heck happened here? Some sort of weird...
Is this a bad time?
Yeah.
So, I have some news about Ansem's code.
Why do these people insist on FaceTiming? No one wants to FaceTime. I don't even answer FaceTimes. If people call me with FaceTime, I reject the call and shoot them a text saying, "What do you want?" Although that applies to phone calls as well. Don't call me. Just anything that can be discussed over text. There's no reason to have an ongoing connected conversation. What's better, Chuck E. Cheese pizza or Krusty Krab pizza? The Krusty Krab pizza, thank you for asking, by the way, Avali. Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza. Probably Krusty Krab pizza. It's made out of straight up hamburger. Like, he literally had a tray full of hamburger and then whipped it into a pizza. And then, well, it takes a long time to deliver, though. It takes like a full 24 hours to get your pizza. And then they'll forget your Diet Dr. Kelp. But they will give it to you on the house if you yell at the sponge. But it will also be delivered to your face. It's not piping hot anymore, though, because, again, it's been a full 24 hours. It's a cold pizza. So it's not going to hurt when it gets plastered onto your face.
The memories have been compartmentalized. Each placed in its own box, so to speak.
Halrondo is still in the chat. He hasn't actually left yet. And he's talking about a Kingdom Hearts mod. The mod in the Discord server for Kingdom Hearts Minecraft. Okay, I'll look into it after this. I've got to watch a timeline after this. I've got to look up a mod after this. I'm waiting on a thing to come in the mail as well, so I'm sort of on tenterhooks about that. Well, no, I'm not really up on a tenterhook. I'm just sort of excited. Saying I'm on tenterhooks makes it sound like I'm nervous about it. But I'm very excited about it. Just sort of waiting patiently for it.
Oh, thanks, Enzo.
Certainly. Take care.
Three different hearts. One of them's Roxas. The other one must be Ventus.
What is this charge?
Oh, it's kinda all we got to go on.
It's been a charge? What? Oh! Oh! That must be Assassin's Creed! Right! Assassin's Creed's coming out on the Nintendo Switch. I think pretty soon. Yeah, May 21st. Oh, that's very exciting. Oh, that's gonna be good. I can't wait for that. Anyway. You're already a part of the server. You joined it a few months ago. I think I probably left it, though. If it's the server I think you're talking about.
Tell me, will you stay here?
Some quantum science is easier to explain than the story of Kingdom Hearts. You're not wrong, Avali. You're definitely not wrong.
The Destiny Islands.
You've heard of them?
Yes, they are quite lovely. A far cry from this wasteland.
Gilliam wants to know if I have a plan to play the Final Fantasy VII Remake?
Someone will come.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be interested in playing it. I want to play the original first. You can play it on Switch now. I know it's pretty dated, and there's probably some mechanics I'll have to hassle with, but I might end up playing it on the Switch. We might do a Just a Bite episode of it, but I can't imagine playing through the whole thing on series or on a stream. But I'm going to play through the original on Switch. Because I feel like it's one of those very pivotal moments in gaming that everyone should probably play and experience at least once. So I'm going to be playing through that in the near future. There's so much stuff to play. There's so much stuff to play. The good thing about the Final Fantasy VII Remake is that it is at least 20 years away. They just rolled out another teaser for it, so we've still got time.
Master.
The Gundam narrative movie is coming out in theaters in America on the 26th. That's pretty cool, Gundam. What is that, though? What is that?
Do you recall those experiments of the heart you bade me cease? Among the test subjects was a girl. She had lost her memory, just as I had. But you can reconstruct memories. You did with Sora. I believe you have seen the girl's memories.
What is your question?
Where did you put the girl?
I don't remember this at all.
Very well. If you won't tell me here.
I think you should go.
A lost guardian of light.
I did know that, Avali, yes.
Wait here. For the king.
Avali says that in the older Kingdom Hearts games, Ansem was voiced by Christopher Lee. And of course, Ansem the Wise was also Diz. Was that his name when he wore all the toilet paper on his face? So he was also voiced by Christopher Lee. Of course, because he was the same character in disguise. But
no more.
Yeah.
You are wise.
Gundam Narrative is about a Gundam that can time travel and cough space magic. Gundam, that sounds pretty crazy. Halrondo is still in the chat. You are wise. Finger guns. No, Aqua's dead. Rip in peace, Aqua. Goodbye, Princess Thigap. Let the darkness take you. And she's gone. Rip in peace. Alrondo says, okay, bye now, but I don't believe him. We're back to the gummy shop. I'm glad. This game has too many cutscenes. That's the one complaint I will say is very valid. There are way too many cutscenes, particularly between worlds. We could skip them, but that feels wrong. She's a lost cause now. What else is on the list? It's a great question, Gundam. We still got to figure out how to get Roxas out. And I guess Venti needs to get out somehow, too. But yeah, Aqua's a lost cause.
Where? Oh no!
I can't believe Aqua's forking dead. It's from Avali.
Do you mean he left before you could find out? He's a tough wizard to pin down.
Why aren't these guys out here with us? You guys ever see Rescue Rangers? Chippendale. Rescue Ranger. It's a great show. Fantastic. These two should be out here on these cases, not just at home fiddling around with electronics.
Have a cup of tea? Wouldn't you want to have it at the best restaurant that you could find?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, let's go drop by Twilight Town and we can see if Merlin's there.
Well, there's an idea, Goofy. This just keeps going. We're going to get a cutscene now with us in Twilight Town visiting friggin' Merlin, and that's going to be a whole cutscene. And then we're going to get a cutscene after that. Oh, wait a minute. Is this Winnie the Pooh stuff? Or did we already do that? When is Pooh stuff coming up? That must be what this is. All right, well. I've had to go to the bathroom for the last 20 minutes. Patiently waiting, but now my bladder is about to explode. So we've completed this world. We've had a really good time. I want to give a shout out to everyone and thank them for joining. I hope that you folks have enjoyed the stream. And we're going to do this again, possibly on Tuesday night. We're definitely going to try to stream Tuesday night. I don't know what the game will be. Might be this, might be Skyrim, might be Minecraft. We'll find out. But until then, thank you folks all for tuning in. Thank you for watching. God bless you, and I will catch you later. Bye.
Thank you so much for joining us during this live stream. If you enjoyed it, please share it with a friend or loved one. They'll enjoy it as well, and think you are really cool for watching it. Also, big thanks to our Patreon supporters. Check out the link in the description or head to patreon.com/howdyfolks to find out how you can become a patron or executive producer. Until next time, thank you folks for watching, God bless you, and we'll see you later.